Breaking their own rule and talking over the top. Got you there.
Hello. And as you all heard, you didn't, and no one heard me because I can see the timing of it. As soon as I press the button, Mike goes, "You're breaking your own rule talking over the top of this."
Well, you told me you're on the intro bit.
Yeah, but I can see the delay. You guys can't. Terrible. Terrible. Anyway, we're back. I am feeling a tons better after being missing last week. Although, I've not seen him and not been with him, but this guy up here has stolen my Spider-Man lurgy. So, maybe a little bit quiet today, but he's here. But, as always, hello to Ass Opportunistus over there.
Hello.
Captain Danface up there.
Yar.
Kate and Ginger Beard up there.
Hello.
And we'll see if we can get a quiet whispered hello from Steve Cobbs.
Hello.
Oh, that's not a bad one. I don't need to go through it all by now, but we're back with Vaybaba as Devils Bane. Last week I was here pressing start and stop, but I was too ill, couldn't stop choking, so you're entertained by the Easy Rollers, which is this collective group. This is it. This is the game as you see it in front of you. No sort of graphics or programming. It's just collaborative storytelling while Mike tries to murder us a little bit. But we're already slightly late, so I'm going to let Mike get straight into the little recap, and we'll go.
Yar. Welcome back to Easy Rollers, as always. Episode 23's recap, Lost in Astral Space. Thought it was a brilliant title. And other people thought so too. So, the recap. Leaving Harriet in Castle View to oversee administration and organise a scouting mission to Atlantalos to help establish battle plans, party known to those at Castle View as the Devil's Bane left on Harriet's ship to head for Carn Lodir. Yes, I did just kick the toolbox underneath my table.
Oh, that's what it was.
While on their journey, they encountered a strange floating platform among the... Keenan recalled some past knowledge of how cloud giants would set elaborate traps such as this platform, and deciding they wanted none of it, they quickly scarpered and continued on their way. Arriving in the fjord dock of Carn Lodir, the party were approached by Indigo Alders, the dockmaster, who, seeing how poorly outfitted they were for winter in these parts, gave them some ill-fitting winter clothes. After establishing who they were and that they had come to claim their newly commissioned airship, they were given a letter to them from King Razanog himself. They were directed to their new ship, the Defiant, and quickly met with the captain, a dwarf woman named Deucalion Stain. She introduced various officers to them and invited them to dine with her and some of the other officers that night. They did so and got to meet a few of the officers and the ill-prepared ship's cook. After several days' travel, they arrived at Buckwin and proceeded to the hill that Harriet had investigated for them. After being dropped off, they investigated this strange metallic cave for themselves, only to discover, by activating its systems, that it was, in fact, an intact astral ship. They were quickly trapped inside as it proceeded to unearth itself and head into astral space towards a homing beacon that was activated unwittingly by Harriet. A rescue ship had been on its way, but now the party, after activating the ship, had instead taken their ship, the rescue vessel, to intercept it. And that's where we start this episode, so episode 24.
Can I quickly chip in here? What did you just say our captain's name was?
The captain of the airship is
Deucalion
Deucalion Stain. Yes, that's
You're
right.
telling me you call our captain Dookie Stain?
No, I called him Deucalion Stain. I don't. What's a Dookie Stain?
Moving along. Carry on.
Taint ring.
If you don't want this to go very south very fast, just gloss over.
More things that I don't know about.
Just let's just gloss over that one.
More things in popular culture that I don't know about, apparently.
That's not popular culture.
Well, I don't know what it is. This is the first time.
Even I know what it is.
You know what Dookie is?
Yeah.
I gotta make a
I
Dookie,
don't know
Dada.
what a Dookie is. This is
Done
the
a
first time I've
Dookie
ever
in
heard
my
of a
nappy.
Dookie. What is it? A shit?
Yes. You've called them. You've called our captain Shit Stain.
Oh dear.
Oh, fuck me, honestly didn't know that.
So, well, guys, 4 minutes and 13 seconds in, and we've done it. 4 minutes and 13 seconds
I
in.
think we broke the DM.
Bloody hell.
It's so much funnier because he didn't know.
He's turned a
I'll go
beautiful shade of beetroot.
I'll go for a noble name, Deucalion.
What was the Bolton called? Andrex.
The word, oh god, how did they fit though? How did you manage to get the last name of Stain? Where's the inspiration for this person from?
Fantasy name generator.
Oh god! Other
That's
name
even
generation things are available. Oh.
Right, well
Oh,
maybe we'll
no.
do a retcon and change her name then.
Nope. It can't be done now. It can't be done.
Let me compose myself so that we can actually continue this episode.
As they were on this astral ship, there was a rumor amongst the passengers. No one dared say it to her face. The captain walked around with a shit stain down her legs.
Right, come on. Let's move on. Allow me to compose myself.
No.
Just change it. Camaraderie or something.
You bastard. Right. Now, if you remember, you dropped out of like hyperspace, if that's what you want to call it. The FTL drive shut off, and you were face to face with what looks to be a Klingon bird of prey. So that sort of like longish middle section, and then the sort of swooped around wings, like two like gun-looking things on either end of it. And you had made contact with Captain Keswick already, who sounded to be like a goblin from the communication you had on your way in there. So yeah, you're face to face with this ship, and it sort of moves. As I said, the front of this ship, you could it was like windows peering out, and so you see it sort of move in, and it sort of goes above you. And then you hear a lot of metallic banging and clanking, and as it docks with your ship. If you remember, the hatchway was just above you. And then eventually you hear the iris goes whoosh and opens, and your ladder comes back down to the floor, so you can climb up if you so wish, or you can stay there.
Are we in like our cabin area or the deck where them windows are that you just described?
We're in like a ship. I mean, obviously, the picture.
I want no more pictures of ships.
I didn't draw a picture of the ship. I didn't draw a picture of this ship. No. Imagine Prince Amidala's silver spaceship thing in episode 1 of Star Wars. Something like that. Pretty much that sort of shape. No, it wasn't the Goblin Science Vessel. Pretty much like that sort of thing. So yeah, you're just in like a cockpit area at the moment. I did explain there was like a door behind you, led somewhere else, but you haven't gone that way. But yeah, the ladder's dropped down and the iris hatch thing has opened. And so if you, like I say, you can climb up there, or you can wait here and see if anyone comes to you.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll peer up.
yeah.
Any move?
At a glance,
peer
is there a
up,
bot just coming down towards us?
No, as you like peer up, you can just see like some sort of shaft of its own ladder has obviously attached itself to your ship, and then up through there you can just see beyond that there is another room.
I mean, I say we
should go
go.
investigate.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Let's see what's happening.
I say, don't hurry.
I will
Well,
go up.
From
Maybe
this
we go up.
ship, making me feel a bit groggy, I'm going to follow your lead. I'll stay at the rear here.
Can I search the room, please?
The one we're in.
Yes.
You want to sense it?
No, sorry, search.
Oh, search it. Yeah.
Just to
Yeah,
see what's
search it.
happening, what we have there. So, natural 20.
What is it you're looking for? Like,
First of all, I would like to understand where we are, and at the same time see if there is any Viper in there.
Yeah, I mean, great, because I mean, last episode, I mean, realistically, you weren't in here for very long. You got in, it took off, and then you hit FTL, and then bang, you were like, yeah. I mean, to be fair, it wasn't a particularly long trip, so yeah, you haven't really had a good look around. But no, there's nothing valuable. It's just a bare room of control panels. You got the window at the front. You got that bizarre like hologram console thing in the middle. But no, there's nothing. There's nothing valuable. There's nothing beyond that. It's just it is as it is. As you saw, very much what you saw is what it is. Control
I
panel.
also I try to comprehend what is happening because this is the first time I see something like that, and I am a bit shocked about.
Well, I mean, from just going off of your perception, your passive perception, you know that you look out the window, you can see stars. You know what stars are.
Yes, but that
You-
doesn't mean
yeah.
that I don't feel overwhelmed.
No, you can absolutely feel overwhelmed, absolutely. But you do understand that this is some kind of a vessel, like an airship, but not, and it's taken you beyond the sky,
Yeah. Okay.
basically. How and why is, okay, that's going to be like, but
Magic.
yeah, I mean, because Vaybaba isn't a hugely technologically advanced world, but it's got some level of advancement. I suppose you would probably be in like a Renaissance period on Vaybaba. Inventors are inventing brand new like telescopes and stuff. They are aware that there is like stuff out there. But yeah,
I will make my way up the ladder and
Okay.
peek over the
Precipice.
cusp.
Oh,
What's the
over the
word?
threshold.
the lip. The
The lip,
rim.
yeah.
Yeah. So you climb on up, dunk, 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 and as you're about to sort of crest over there, and you sort of peer up, firstly notice it's well lit, but the interior is quite dark colours. It's dark grey walls, but they seem to be like a bit softer, a bit more carpeted than what you've got. Well, not necessarily carpeted, but a softer material. It's got a little bit of give to it. But as you sort of look up and have a little gander at what's going on around you, these two huge boots just go boom, boom, right in front of you. And as you look up, you start to notice in some kind of really bizarre armor. The way I describe it is it looks a little bit like the armor out of Mass Effect. Is it Drax or something like that? That weird like
The
reptilian
sniper
creature.
guy.
Yeah. It's kind of like that, like just a great big hulking piece of armor. And it's some sort of plate. It's white with blue trim and an emblem of a gold dragon on the chest, on one sort of part of the chest. As you look up
It's
and you meet
imperial.
his gaze, you realise that his head, he looks like a dragon. It's draconic. But he does have some softer features, and he certainly doesn't look as menacing as a dragon. And he is where do I write that? Where's his color gone? Oh, that's it. The color of his scales is like metal, so it's like a steel-like color. And he looks down at you and he says, "Greetings. I am First Mate Claxel. Welcome aboard. Please join me to the bridge. The captain wishes to meet with you."
Where are we?
You are on board of our ship. I don't think I actually named the ship in the last episode. It is named so after our captain. It is the Keswick.
Poop stain.
It's the poop stain.
Sorry, what was the actual name?
It is the Keswick,
The
named
Keswick.
after our captain. He had it commissioned and built himself. And he, being a vain man, wanted it named after himself.
Keswick, like the Lake District?
I am not aware of any lake districts.
Never mind. Never mind.
Very nice. They do a very nice mint cake and everything.
Mm.
In brackets, I'll tell you it's Kezick.
Music. Hastily scribbles out name.
Yep.
So that's like the Lake District in some schools.
Yes.
It's very diplomatic.
Pleasure to meet you. Lead the way.
You're not up the ladder yet. Keenan's gone up. So you're
Yeah.
yeah. He'll wait for all of
What's
you.
going on up there?
The deck. He'll wait for all of you to emerge onto the deck, and you can do your greetings, and then he'll escort you down the corridors, and it sort of seems to just veer ever so slightly off to the right, but on a very gentle angle, and then it goes through, and a door sort of slides to the side, and you're on this bridge. Again, lots of different control panels, a main seat in the middle, a great big window at the front where you can see out into space, and this little goblin sat on this this chair, bald head. He's got a little soul patch goatee. He's wearing a bizarre-looking blue jumpsuit that's got like various strange features about it. He's wearing like a bracer. It's quite bulky. It's got buttons on it. His own little screen. There's like little pipes coming out of places and into other places, and it looks very futuristic. There's some little lights on a panel flashing on his chest. He goes, greetings! I'm Captain Keswick. Welcome aboard my ship. And who might you be? I see you obviously. I sent you to meet First Mate Claxel. Don't be alarmed. I know he's quite an imposing figure, but he's a soft touch, really. And he is quite imposing. He's very, very broad. This armor just makes him even bigger. But he's about 7 foot tall. And obviously, you probably guessed that he's a steel-colored dragonborn. But not a race you've ever met before, because they are not native in this game to Vaybaba.
Well,
He's certainly a big fella. What is he? If you don't mind.
Yeah, he belongs to a race called the Dragonborn. You don't know of these people?
Well, we don't know much about any of this, really. We stumbled across the vessel that we were on back on our. I'm not sure I would even know the word planet, really. In our
Real?
land.
Your world, you would probably know it as a world or something like that. I don't think you'd know that other planets exist, but you certainly know that there are moons and stuff. So like you can see a moon, obviously.
Yeah. Okay. But we just sort of pushed a button and ended up here.
Okay, well, yeah. I mean, as I said on the communication, this ship you've come on is the Star Runner. It's been missing for centuries. So yeah, I mean, obviously it landed on your planet or crashed on it, I guess. I don't really know much about your world, but I guess we could fill you in on a few things. I mean, bring you up to speed. Clearly, and he looks at your clothes, and you're obviously some kind of less advanced culture. They are out there.
What? Why do you think we are less advanced? What makes you say that, Captain?
Well, you don't know much about anything that we might expect people of a more advanced culture to know about. I mean, he points to this first place, like, you don't even know what he is.
We've got a point.
You
Yes,
say.
but I don't understand how knowing what another race is going to show us if we are advanced or not. If they are not native to our realm, that doesn't make us less
But
advanced.
they are a spacefaring race. If you don't know what he is, that means your planet hasn't figured out how to traverse astral space yet. So, realistically, you're probably not as advanced as other people you are going to meet while you're out here. Doesn't mean you're not less intelligent. Just means you're not there yet.
Okay, fair enough. She's not really happy with his comment. You can see Lily's a bit like.
Lily's not happy with any comment.
No, she's not happy.
You say this ship was like lost for how long?
century, like I don't know, a long time,
That's
long
this
before I
ship
was
that
born.
we're on.
Oh, yeah, this ship. No, the ship you came here on. The
I'm
Star
with
Runner
you.
was lost. It was one of my ancestor ships. So you know what we are, right? We're goblins. You know that, right?
I do now.
We've met a goblin before.
You've met many goblins because they live with the dwarves in Carnloda.
Do you know what happened to it back then, or was it just a case of it went missing?
Oh, it just went missing, and we don't even know where it went missing. So obviously, you've solved a bit of a mystery. If we go on board and maybe download some data from its computer systems, then we might be able to find out where it was and where you need to go back to.
Well, hold on a minute. I mean, what sort of ship was it? Is it a scout ship or not any sort of war?
No, that is it's kind of like a small distance shuttle. It's not anything for long distance travel.
So nothing to worry about.
Oh no, no. I mean, whatever happened way back then, I mean, it's obviously not affected you now.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
That's where we came from. But where is it we're heading?
Well, the ship had an automatic distress beacon that was activated, and it brought you to us. So we were the first ship to pick up the signal, and it brought you to us.
I see.
What is it?
Go on.
I was going to say, what is it you are doing out here in the loneliness of this black stuff around us?
Well, we were coming to follow the distress beacon. We picked it up. We were coming to see where it was coming from, and we were heading in your direction. But now the ship's here. We can't really trace it back to where it was because, of course, the ship's here. But we can go on the computer and figure out where it was, and that kind of thing.
Well, that would be good. As lovely as this trip is, we do have some rather pressing matters back home.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we can certainly do something to help get you underway. I tell you what, I'll send. Sorry.
Just quickly through the rings. I'd say to like the two that have got them. Is there any way this guy could help us with what we're doing back there?
Who had the rings still?
Everyone other than Bane at the moment.
I don't have a ring. I think it's everybody else.
It was just as a very quick.
Didn't you give her Ben's? I know Ben took the ring, didn't he?
No, we're looking for someone still to add to it. But just as a quick comment, it's like, do you reckon these guys can help us with back home?
It's possible. They've got
Maybe.
advanced technology.
Let's just sort of keep it in mind, and then he'd carry on.
I'll and he turns around to Claxel and he just says, Claxel, could you get Vapor and Breeze up here? Perhaps they could go down and start the upload process on the computers. It will be done, Captain. And he turns and he just down the corridor. So I'm gonna get my engineers on it. They're gonna go down. Vapor, Breeze. They're you might be taken aback by if you fought the he looked quite impressive. You're gonna be taken back by these guys. They're really cool to look at for the first time.
Why? What are they?
You ever heard of a race called the Ganas? The Ganassi?
I don't. Have I?
No, can't say I have.
I
You
don't
wouldn't
think
have done,
so.
not being
Not-
native.
not me, no.
No.
They're a race called Air Ganassi. Sorry,
Oh.
Dave.
I just said Logan sometimes gets a little gagassi.
Are they not native to Vaybaba?
Nope.
Oh, I should tweak my backstory then.
Yeah, but Nor's Keenan.
No, but yet my half brother is half Fire Genasi.
Yeah, that's fine. Because you're not. Keenan was never native to.
Oh, that's fair.
You remember he's part of the Empire.
Yeah.
His family would have been part of the Empire. He's not part of.
We don't know
'cause
this.
You serve Malnoris. But then again, it's down to an intelligence check. Do you even remember that? Because a lot is.
Remember?
Give us a roll. Do an intelligence check. Do you remember? Does
We
he
say that
remember?
in character. Then. Give us a roll.
Give us a
Come on.
roll.
It's a roll!
While we're
Kill it.
talking, I'm Logan. And he reaches out like, I don't know whether the captain would know, but he reaches out like for a handshake. I assume
Yeah,
he
he
would know what
shakes
that
hands.
is.
He shakes your hand.
11.
There might be vague memories when he says Ganassi, but I don't think particularly like trigger. But he goes on to say, well, there are two sisters, siblings, Vapor and Breeze. They got like bluish skin, and the weird thing that you're gonna find is their hair. Because they're Ganassi, they kind of look like clouds. The hair is like clouds. It's hair, but it's like clouds. It flows on its own. It's like wispy and woo. It's great.
You're telling me you're working with airheads.
Well, yeah, I suppose you could call it airheads.
You know, Captain Kizik, I quite like you.
Well, I'm kind of easygoing. But, what is there anything I can sort of fill you in on at all? There's a lot of things you could really do with knowing. You're kind of placing an awful lot of trust in some people you've never met before on a kind of vehicle you've never been on before.
Well, we don't really have much of a
any
choice.
other choice. Yes.
Let me tell you, we're part of. Hold on, I need to get my data pad to come up and give me the information because I didn't print that information off to have the hand. So let me find it. Here it is. So he pulls up. He's on his little thing on his wrist, just pulling up
Beep, boop, beep, boop.
bits and bobs as Pages takes its time to open. Come on.
So you guys are willing and happy to help us. You don't want anything in return?
Well, I mean, we might need to talk about some sort of work in exchange for taking you home. I mean, it's not we don't have unlimited fuel, for example. But let me tell you a little bit about stuff. So we're part of something called the Tandil San Alliance. Tandil San Alliance. We're in opposition to the Empire. So if you have any knowledge of the Empire or any allegiance to the Empire, then I'm sorry, but you're just gonna have to kind of drop those ideas because we don't like those guys. The Tandel Sun Alliance includes all races: Dragonborn, Ganassi, Orcs, Asimar, Tiefling, any race that you can think of in part of that alliance. If they're not in the Empire, they're probably part of that. Except for, he goes on to say, the GIF Yankee, space pirates. Pretty mean, nasty guys. They want nothing but conquest and money and treasure. They'll work for anyone. Sometimes they come to us and we might offer them work, but they also work for the Empire. They're pretty
Like
self-serving.
mercenaries.
They're mercenary types, yeah. And they will attack anyone they find. It's not a part of the Gif Yankee Empire. You got a couple others there. The Order of the Golden Dragon. You might have noticed on Claxel's chest, he has a symbol of a gold dragon. And the Order of the Black Dragon. Two widely different factions wanting completely different things out here. Golden Dragon, heavily opposed to the Empire. They kind of work with us as support, but they're kind of happy on their own. They're a good-natured group of dragons and dragonborn. I'm assuming you know what dragons are. They kind of populate all regions of space.
Yeah, we've had a few run-ins.
Yeah.
Cool. And then the Order of the Black Dragon, they're kind of similar, but they're evil. They have no intentions of helping the Alliance. They work predominantly with the Empire to help bolster numbers if they have a particularly difficult invasion coming up. So, yeah, there's an awful lot to take in.
That is very much a lot to take in. How does our world fit into that? Do we? Is there anyone fighting over our land as territory, or?
Well, I think we're kind of gonna have to figure out where your world is, and then we can.
Okay.
Maybe part of the payment could be directing you to the descendants of your lost spacefarers who still reside in our world.
Sorry, Corbs, repeat that bit. I was just replying to Steve that my internet's a bit dodgy.
I said maybe part of our payment to you for taking us back could be giving you some leads on the lost spacefarers' descendants of the ship that we have come in, who
Yeah.
reside in our world. You may find some interesting things have happened to their descendants.
That'd be interesting to know what happened. I mean, you said you weren't surprised at me, so you must have my kind on your world, right?
We have, and they also had a ship similar to this that they were researching. So we could maybe direct you to that ship, and you could take that as part of your payment, and maybe speak to your kin from afar.
There were, well, yeah. I mean, there were an awful lot of back in the early days. We sent ships everywhere to try and find resources to populate. Not in any level as like the Empire, but we sent ships all over the place just to see what we could find and how we could advance ourselves, I suppose. But yeah, I guess that would be really cool, as long as we can find some way of refueling it when we get there.
What do you
need
use as
for the
fuel? A
Yeah.
It's a rare ore.
We have plenty of
gets
horrors back
refined.
on our world.
Okay, well, if
we-
you have plenty of ore, then yeah, I mean, it's a particularly rare.
How is it
ore.
called? How is it called? What is the ore?
Why do you always find the one thing I haven't thought of?
You can say diamond.
No, it's not a diamond. It's a kind of rock, and it gets processed down, and it's called Proleteus. Proleteus is what it's called.
Well
Do
done.
you have any on board here we could see it? It might be called something different where we come from.
Yeah, we can have a
Well, no,
look.
because it's not in
see
its
if-
raw. It's not in the raw form anymore. It's been refined.
Not raw or.
Raw.
Roar! Do the roar.
Roar.
I love you, Daddy.
Can I do so? From what he says, can you do a nature check to see if we have something similar to our planet, or it's totally?
I don't think you would know, even if you had seen it in by chance. You wouldn't know that it could be refined into some kind of fuel.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, by chance you might have seen it, but you just wouldn't know.
Mhm.
Cool. So while you're sort of having this little conversation, I'm trying to think which order I want to do things in. He says, "So well, I guess we better find you some quarters on board, or you're going to stay on the other ship. You don't really know how to fly it, so I guess I could leave someone with you on that ship, and we could just fly in like tandem, I suppose, like a little convoy. We got to get the data off the computer first before we can."
I don't know, guys. What do you think? I might feel safer in here rather than in a ship that we don't know how to fly by ourselves.
I assumed that it wouldn't be going too far to ask if you have food on board at all.
Oh yeah, we gotta. Are you hungry? Are you hungry now?
I am starved.
Oh, okay.
The traveling through this black stuff made me feel woozy whilst we were flying up here. I can barely remember the last few hours.
Oh, that's okay. I'll hold on, and he sort of Alexi, and it goes, "Yes, Captain. Could I get what do you like?" And then hearing him say, "What do you like to you?" she goes, I don't know that one. Oh,
Do
Jesus
you
Christ.
have
Computer
chicken?
system.
Do you have chicken? Roasted chicken, maybe?
Chicken?
Meat?
Oh, meat. Oh, yeah. We can get some meat. We can get some roasted haxel pork.
Oh, that sounds
Pork?
interesting. I mean,
Okay,
I'll certainly go for
Alexi.
that.
Yes, Captain. Could I get some roasted haxel pork and some greeny stuff?
Do you
Yes.
have any beer, maybe?
Oh, Alexi. Yes, Captain. Could you get me some beer too? Yes, Captain. And then, about 5 minutes later, this little floating ball. This little floating ball has got like a blue. You know, like Alexa's got the little blue.
I thought you were
Don't.
going for the.
Got the little blue
Little
ring.
ball.
Yeah, little ring. Yeah, little blue balls. It's got a little blue ring around, and it comes in, and it's got like little robotic arms. It's just hovering. A bit like the floating ball that's on the Death Star, though. The tortured.
I can't believe I've
thing.
forgotten the name of it, but what's the little blue floating thing at the end of the first Halo? Not Cortana, the blue.
Oh,
That's what
I
I
know
was
what you mean.
imagining.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I mean, it could be. Yeah, it could be like those.
The thing that interfaces with doors and what have you.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. Don't know if anyone in the chat knows. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, one of those, but it's got like a little blue ring on it, and it comes in. It's got little arms with a little tray, and you think, how the hell is it even carrying that? Because that is clearly far too heavy for this thing, but it is. And in comes this tray with like this dubious-looking meat on it, and what you would probably think of vegetables and beer.
Beer. What? Describe
Yeah.
this beer to us. What does it look and smell like and stuff?
Oh dear.
Think of more like Romulan ale. It's blue, and it looks like a glowing blue liquid.
I mean, not meaning to be disrespectful, I'd grab it and cheers to him. Or her. Is it he or her?
Oh, it's a he. The captain's he. Yeah, he'll take a glass and he'll cheers with you. Okay, well, tuck in. I mean, we do have a mess room if you'd rather go and eat there rather than just have it all here on the bridge. I mean, it could get a bit messy, but
Are you going to join us, Captain, so we can get to know you a bit better?
Oh yeah. We'll head on down there now if you like. So he leads you down the corridor, and you come into a room with a big metal-looking table and some chairs, and you can all sit down. And the robot places the tray on the desk and on the table and start taking bits off. But no sooner do you sit down, all of a sudden the whole ship violently shakes, and then the red alert goes.
What is that?
And then the computer starts shouting, "We are under attack. Githyanki Marauder incoming. We are under attack. Githyanki Marauder incoming." He goes, "Oh shit! Great. Okay, everybody. I don't really know what you're gonna do, but just hang on here." And he starts running out of the room, shouting, "Claxo! Get to the bridge now!" And they start running off. At this point, we're gonna roll initiative.
Ooh.
Rolling,
dear.
rolling. What dice shall I use?
That one on the left.
A D20.
One on the left.
Okay, hold it up. Bottom one, it looks, from this angle, it looks purple with yellow writing. Is that a D20?
Yeah,
That one.
that's my critical roll dice.
Ooh.
They're all d20s.
I got 9.
13.
9! Sorry,
Hang on.
just shout over you there.
Logan 9, Lily.
15!
What was Lily's?
What was mine? Was 13.
30. Okay. And what was Keenan?
15.
And anything for Corbs?
9.
9.
Also, it's 9.
You got to roll initiative, Corbs. You can't just.
9. I have not roll initiative. Damn you and all your horses you came in on.
There is a couple of similar things, so I'll just do them in order. So this is going on. The ship starts shaking more. Lights are starting to flash. There's more hits come in, and you hear on the speakers, I suppose. You hear the captain comes on and goes, okay, Claxel, you're with us. Don't let's not undock. Keep the ship docked, and we'll just drag it with us. And you hear him like scrabbling for what to do. Starforge, get to the guns. Vapor, Breeze, down to engineering, just in case we need you down there. Guys, passengers, if you want to try and assist in any way you can, that's great. You can head to engineering if you think you might be able to help down there. They might need you to hand tools. You could go and find Starforge in the gun room. He might be able to help you. With some gunning. I mean,
something fun. I'll go there. I'll help him.
Yeah,
cool.
I think I want to battle too.
I'll go to engineering.
Cool. Okay. So you start running. What about Wolfer?
I guess we'll go 2 and 2. I'll go to engineering.
Cool. Okay. So basically, you guys don't really know what you're going to be doing. So it's going to be skill checks. Skill checks abound. So you're going to go. You start running about, and the computer says, "Those going to engineering, follow this light." And you start to see in the floor this like a the lights on the steps in the cinema or something like that. So start following this light, and it lights up orange, and you follow that. If you're going to the gun room, it lights up, and it starts leading off in that direction. In the gun room, sorry,
as we're going, I'm going to summon Bumpsy because I feel I'm going to need his help.
I don't have a picture for Bumpsy. Cool. Can you not get the other dude?
No, I'm going to have Bumpsy because he can help me.
On a side note, it's called the Allspark.
Okay, yeah.
Isn't that from Transformers?
Yeah, no, that is from Transformers.
Nope, I double checked it. But yes, that is a name from the thing from Transformers as well. Let's go.
Yes, let's go. So anyway, arriving in the gun room, it's a darkened room. There is not much in here. It's quite a small room, but there's like a console table again, and there's these like 3D headsets. And you see as you go in there, there is a dwarf. He's got a white goatee, a mohawk, vibrant. He's wearing fairly tight trousers and boots with a vest and a leather jacket. He's got some sort of weapon holstered on his hip, but he's got these goggles on and these like handles, and you can see him just like moving around doing all this stuff. And he's heard you sort of charge into the room. Who was going into the gun room? Sorry, it was Logan and Lily, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay, let's make a note. So as you go in, he sort of notices that 2 people have charged in. He goes, "Grab yourself a headset, grab hold of those handles, and you'll look at what the guns are looking at. And all you got to do is squeeze the handles when you got something in the crosshair, and you'll shoot. All right, go, go, go!" And you see him just like looking around like this, and he's looking left and right with his handles, much like you see anyone with like an Oculus Quest like messing about,
Other headsets are available.
Well, I don't know. That's the only one that I know about.
Looking at this fellow who's going like and seeing where he's got the headrest and the handles, he just goes to pick them up and then fade to engineering.
When you put it on, so you put these goggles on, and it like lights up this screen in front of your eyes, and you do see like stars. And as you move the handles around, you start to notice like you can see it moving in this screen, but then you see this other ship. This great big chunky ass looking ship. It's a big block of a ship just like whizzing along, and then these laser blasts just coming at the ship. And as you see them coming, you feel the whole thing vibrate around and go bang.
I'm like flinching as if they're hitting me, and
yeah, absolutely.
Not sure what this is.
You wouldn't have a clue what the hell was going on. But if you squeeze it, you see these green beams of your own go out of
I feel like Chewbacca.
What appears to be in front of you. So it's clearly like some sort of camera on top of a cannon. For those going to engineering, which is Wolfer and Keenan, you arrive into this room where it's sort of you start on a little a raised up platform. There's some stairs dropping down, and there's what looks to be some sort of glowing chamber with all different like swirling energies going on inside of that. Containers and tubes leading into it with handles on those. There's pipes, there's lights, there's all sorts of consoles everywhere. And these two air ganassi, who was described to you, both obviously female, light blue skin, hair that's like wispy like clouds flowing all over the place. They're both wearing slightly baggy combat trousers, loose-fitting shirts, and bomber-type jackets. Both of them have some sort of weapon holstered on their hip. They both have a sword slung over their backs. They've got like goggles, like steampunky-type goggles on their foreheads. And they're sort of like chucking spanners and other tools left, right, and centre and shouting at you. Quickly, tighten that bolt down now! Get over there and do this! That conduit's going to leak if we don't stop! And as the more damage the ship starts taking, steam erupts out of various pipes and sparks fly all over the place. And Keswick comes back on the radio. Goes, "Great guys, we're all in position. Come on, we're gonna have to flee. We gotta flee. We can't jump to hyperspace with the ship docked. We're gonna have to head towards the nearest planet. There is one not too far away. We can get there, but it's gonna take a little bit of time. You gotta hold them off. Try and shoot them down." And then over the radio, you hear this dwarf. He goes, "Don't worry, Captain. I'll shoot the bastards out of the sky. I got some help in now as well. Brilliant. Let's go. Let's go." So we're in initiative order. We're going to start with, luckily, the ship that you're on. The Keswick is the first one to go. So I'm going to make an evasive check to see if it can evade. If not, then it's going to take some more damage. It does not evade. And so it's going to take, where did I put that down? 2d8. So not terribly much. Let's roll. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of damage on the Keswick so far. So yeah, again, it's just, you hear the bam. Next up is the GIF Yankee ship. That is going to have a pop at no, what an idiot. No, that's not right at all. You are in control of the Keswick, so I don't need to do that at all. So I'm going to take that back. There we are. There's a live action retcon there. I've completely cocked that one up to start with. So, the Keswick does not do that because you are in the Keswick. So the Keswick goes first, which stations get to do something. So here's the skill checks. At the moment, we'll start with the gunners. Logan and Lily. Lily, you go first on the gun.
So I try to use the gun.
Do this. You are going to roll against the opposing ship's AC, which is 17. So obviously roll a d20, and
all right. Do you want me to add my? Does it matter my dexterity or anything, or it doesn't?
No, just straight up roll because you have no proficiency in this. This is just luck.
3.
A 3. So you, when you see the lasers fly off as the ship goes whizzing past your view, nothing. Logan.
Logan aims at the ship, rolls a 16.
16 does not hit again. Yeah, I confused myself a little bit with the order of the initiative.
We'll get him on the next one.
I did the ships initiatives, but then that only dictates which of the two ships does action first. You're still in your action inside that ship, so that's cool. So the Starforge, the dwarf, he's going to have a little shot, and he also misses it. You see from your views his things flying. That's a failure on shooting.
Oh dear.
So that's one failure on shooting. In engineering, from all these hits, things are flying all over the place. He's flashing out. Out of you two, Keenan, you're going first. So you can assist the two Ganassi. So the way this one will work, well, we know how skill checks work. Obviously, 3 successes or 3 failures, whichever one comes first. You can use any skill you like, as long as it makes sense to use it, and you can only use it once. You must explain to me why you think that skill will be relevant. The DC 15 for Which one is now DC 12? Yeah, so DC 15 for you guys on your skill checks, and it'll be DC 12 for the Ganassi because, of course, they're more proficient at this than you are. So make yourself a skill check, and it's DC 15.
So do I need to take? I need to take which skill check?
You got to tell me
It's
which
me.
skill you're going to use and why. In one round, you can't use the same skill twice.
Okay.
So whatever you use, Corbs can't use after you.
I feel fairly confident he won't want to. I'm going to use acrobatics
Right.
to steady myself from the blasts and the ship that's going on, so that I can more effectively pass the tools I need to.
Okay. DC 15.
DC 50. Oh, I think that works. It's +7. Yes, 18.
18. Cool. So you steady yourself. You maybe wrap something around your arm like a loose pipe or something to steady yourself. And you hear them shouting, "Quickly, hand me that hydro spanner." And you sort of look at what they're pointing at. You go, that one. And then you sort of grab it. And I know I'm just making stuff off the top of my head. You sort of hand it to them and they grab it. Great, thank you. And then that's a success on that one. Wolfer.
Yeah.
You're in engineering.
Yeah,
How would
that's
you like to?
it's fine. I would like to use Bumpsy to give myself advantage on the rolls with the help action because it's going to help me out a little. And I guess I will use. What can I use? Survival.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a great survival situation.
Yeah, so I will use the survival. That one is not a very good roll. And that one is a good roll. But that would be a 22.
Yeah, cool. They sort of, you pointing at Walter, quickly grab hold of that lever and twist it now, quick. And you do so, and you shut off this valve, and steam stops erupting out of this pipe, and you hear one of these alarms going, pew, 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 just go off. It just stops. So like, yes, great, brilliant. 2 successes in engineering so far. We're going to swap around to the Gif Yankee ship. So this thing's passing by. And it makes 3 attack rolls against your ship, which is a miss, and a miss. So another failure on its part. Sorry, the first failure on its part. It didn't make that was a cock up on the first round, wasn't it? It's first failure. 3 rounds of firing, all missed. It comes around to the Keswick again. Logan and Lily on the gun. Doesn't particularly matter which order, but
All
Lily is first in initiative.
17.
17 just hits.
Yes. Come on, Logan. It's not that difficult.
Sorry, I should tell you what you need to do. Roll 2d8 plus 2 for weapon damage.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right. 3 plus 2, did you say? 5.
Yes, 2d8 plus 2.
Yeah, 5.
5 points of damage on that ship. Cool. No problems at all. I mean, yeah, you just sort of see like explosions as you lay into it through your headset, and you see like maybe a little piece like just like fly off into space. Logan, you're muted.
You're muted.
God damn it. You've been waiting for so long to say it to me. He takes aim as this ship comes past and he fires for a 17.
17 just hits. That is what you need. So
What did you
2d8
just
plus
say?
2.
2d8 plus 2.
2d8 plus 2. So as it comes by, you grip the handles hard, and you see the blast come out.
A 4, a 4, and a 2. Total of 10.
Cool. Again, you see like explosions off of its hull as this blocky-looking ship just whizzes past.
Yeah,
I mean,
like he's having a bit of fun. He's like,
a rectangular block.
woo!
It looks like a rectangular block, but with like all different like pipes and that.
He forgets for a second that he's got this thing on, and he goes to high five like Lily's somewhere, and he's just like in the air.
And you hear the dwarf "Great work, lad, but don't get cocky." And he's going to have a little pop off himself, and he misses. So he's like, because his thing was his pass, but he misses.
Maybe he's jealous of us.
Do not think too much.
Yeah,
you can do it.
So that was him. I'm not going to mark down him as successes or failures because it's not fair on you guys if I keep failing. But you had 2 successes on the guns, which is good. Cool. Back to engineering. Keenan.
Okay. Is there anything new happening, or is it the same?
Same sort of thing. Just little alarms going off here and there, just trying to keep pipes from bursting and stuff from all the hits it's taken.
Okay, I am going to roll persuasion.
Okay.
You don't want the hydro spanner, you want the flux crapiter.
Go for it.
Nice avoidance of copyright there.
19.
19. Probably going to be a success. I will challenge that with their intelligence. +2. What did you say? 19.
Yeah.
They look at each other. They're just like, what's he talking? Yeah, I think he might be right. Okay, yeah, pass over quickly.
Are you trying to kill us?
You chuck this weird box-looking thing with these glowing lights all over it. It says danger, don't touch or whatever on it, and you just throw it at them. And they start installing it into this console and like start routing, like patching wires into it and stuff like that. That is a success in engineering.
Up to 88 miles an hour now.
Yeah, you limited the speed. Volta, we've got enough successes, but I'll let you have your go, so we can see what happens next.
Awesome. Then I will go with deception, as if I know what I'm doing. You know.
Okay.
I will pretend I know what I'm doing with a little deception, and the advantage roll is a 30.
What? 30?
It's a natural 20 plus 10, so it's a 30.
Jesus.
This
Okay,
guy should
yeah,
be
100%.
fucking captain.
100%. What is it you would like to say?
I would just like to assume that I know what I'm doing and pass them things randomly. Take
And
this,
they are-
do that, go on to do that.
You need
They
this
are
one.
very, very happy and willing to take whatever you give them. They're like, okay, yeah, we'll find something to do with that. Thank you. They're like, just doing stuff. Over the radio, or over the communication, whatever. Here, Kesset come back on. Great work, guys. I don't know what you've done, but yeah, I mean, they seem to be like backing off a little bit, and our powers actually increased slightly. Let's go. We're just gonna head to this nearest planet. We're gonna try and outrun them. We're gonna get down there and hide as best we can because we can't outgun them up here. We're gonna get toasted. So let's just go. And he flies the ship off. You can head out of those stations to the bridge again, and you sort of see in view this very green-looking planet coming into view. And he sort of drops down, and you do notice that the odd laser blast whiz past. Missing the ship, but you see it sort of whiz past the cockpit. Yeah, they're still chasing us. We're gonna have to get down there and just do what we can. Be ready for a fight. And I'm telling you now, these Giff Yankees, they're pretty tough. So be ready to bring your A game. And
well, they haven't met us yet.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do. And they drop down. He drops down through the clouds. It's like a rainforest before you. And he swoops down in amongst the trees. He sort of lands in this clearing. It's right, quickly. Look, so your ship's underneath it. He's almost actually landed his ship on your ship right now. So, didn't really think about that one, did I? He sort of landed right on top of your ship. It's like, it's going to be a little bit of a drop, but we're just going to have to jump out the hatch, I'm afraid. But this is get out of here because they're going to come and they're pirates. They're going to be interested in this ship and your ship. They're going to find whatever they can. They're going to take it. Don't worry. There's nothing particularly valuable on board the ship. It's just food and supplies. I'm guessing there's probably nothing on your ship because, well, you didn't really plan to come out here. So let's just go. Let's just go. And he leads you to the exit. And it's like on the Millennium Falcon. This ramp comes down, and that's underneath the cockpit bit. So you drop down the deck, and then it just this ramp drops down, and there's like a 20-foot drop.
To a windscreen below.
Yeah, there's like a sort of 20-foot drop, and it's like, okay, well, this isn't going to be great. D6 bludgeoning for everyone. In fact, 2d6 bludgeoning because it's 20 feet.
Oh wait, I'm a monk.
Oh.
I can not.
I'm going to deduct points off of all of their HPs as well.
Can I not cast Levitate at will and just float in space?
You can do whatever you like.
My 2d6.
If you have an
comes out
ability
at
to get
3.
down there without hurting yourself, then go for it.
I can just gradually turn Levitate off and float gradually down. It's fine.
Cool.
Can I roll acrobatics to see if I can actually?
If you want to roll
manage
acrobatics,
to-
I'd say DC 10 because you know it's not particularly difficult. You can see what you're not doing this in duress, with advantage, and then if you're over a 10, then half your 2d6.
Okay.
Ouch.
19.
Yeah,
Like
cool.
half damage. Okay.
Yeah, and you'll drop down, take whatever damage you've rolled, unless you have the ability to levitate, and you can help yourselves to get down there. But as soon as you get down,
2 damage.
okay, cool.
Me too.
You're in this clearing, and it's like I say, it's like a rainforest. But imagine like a grassy clearing in amongst the Amazon, for example. And there's bushes, there's trees, there's weird creatures like birds, like flying around and insects. So quickly, get into the tree line now. We gotta go because when they land, they're gonna be looking for everything they can get. So go, 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 and you charge off into the tree line, and then there's like some rocks and stuff you can jump behind, and you're about 30-40 feet away from the ship. And when you see this other one, this big blocky type thing come down through it, it looks like it's hovering over, and then it comes down and lands next to it. And from the side, a hatch opens, and you see these two very alien-looking creatures come climbing out, and they have a slightly more armor-clad looking chap with them. So he says, "These the two lighter-looking guys, they're Githyanki warriors, and then the other guy, he's a Kithrak, so he's like a captain, slightly more powerful. What I need to tell you now before anything kicks off, they all have magical abilities, and they love psychic abilities. This is their thing, psychic abilities. So just beware, okay? And
Do you
what they
know,
look like,
Captain?
hang on, I'll just quickly explain what they look like.
Yeah,
So they're wearing like silvered armor with like red patterns on them. The two warriors are wearing lighter cloth sort of armors with some metal parts and bits and bobs like that. But they kind of look like elf/goblins, but tall, like normal humanoid size. Within about 5 to 6 feet. But they've got long pointy ears, tan skin. I'm sure you know what a Githyanki looks like as players. And they start sort of searching around. They're looking at the ships, and they take out some sort of device, and they're sort of scanning around. And then one of them starts pointing in different directions. The captain also starts pointing in different directions. What would you like to say to the captain, Lily?
Captain, do you know roughly how many people are in there in the ship? Do you have any idea? Is it only these 3, or do they have?
I don't know. We didn't. If we knew that they were coming, I would have scanned their ship. But I didn't get a chance to scan them. We got attacked and we had to run. So I don't know. they often operate in groups of 10, so
Okay.
there could be more inside, but we just kind of have to deal with these guys, I think, for now, or at least see what they do. And they start scanning around. Everyone, give me a stealth check, please.
Stealth.
Stealth.
check.
Stealth on a shelf.
Stealth on the shelf.
22.
Why can't I find stealth?
That would be an
22.
11 from me.
11.
1. Natural 1
I'm
plus
being-
2, 3.
I can't find stealth for some reason.
It's just above survival.
Oh, yes, I knew that. 31.
How the hell has Logan got 31?
Wow!
I don't know, but he's got plus 11 in stealth.
That cannot be right.
I don't think that's even allowed.
What is
Why
your
is that
tick?
there?
I think you're going to have to relook at that.
It's something to do with dragon mail. When you attempt to
Ah.
conceal yourself from enemies, you can slink past them easily and sneak up on without being seen or heard. Something to do with the dragon armor you gave me.
I don't remember it having that, but yeah, okay. Well, for now,
Temporarily, but I'll look into it.
I'll call it a nat 20 because I think 31 seems
Yeah,
a
it
bit
seems a bit wrong. That will update before next session, but for now,
well, they have this strange scanner device, and they're sort of looking around, and they just point in your direction. They've heard Lily talking. I'm sorry.
I know.
Unfortunately, I rolled stealth for the crew. So you got the 2 Ganassi, you got this dwarf, the captain, and the dragonborn, and they all rolled poorly, I'm afraid.
So it's not only me. At
It's
least
not only you.
I don't feel bad now.
It's not only you. So now we are going to roll initiative. Let me bring up the initiative tracker for this one because I have very
Tracker?
cleverly created this on D&D Beyond that I can track what you're doing without the need for writing everything down all the time.
Can you show it
I
on the
didn't
screen?
I should have set it up for the shipping counter, to be fair, but I didn't actually think about that at the time. So let me just roll for these guys. So
It's-
far so good.
it's definitely wrong because it gives me disadvantage. So I will change that before next time.
You need to look at that, don't you?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Do you guys want to give me yours, Keenan, please?
Oh, I haven't rolled yet. 17.
17. Cool. Lily?
5.
5.
5. Gordon's a 5.
Hang on, why has that done that? It's a strange thing to have done. Logan?
I was reading armor. I'm very sorry. What did you say?
Initiative, please.
Sorry. It's a 11.
And Wolfstar?
15.
Hey?
15. 15.
15.
Oh, I don't speak German. I'm sorry.
Back,
Cool.
back to school for yours then. Hmm?
Back to, I was never allowed to do it because I wasn't very good at French. Stupid as it is. Okie dokie. Right. Oh my goodness, what have I done here? Let me start with him. Next. Right, okay, there we go. Right, here we go. Never used the tracker before, but let's do it. First up is one of the Githyanki one. And he is armed, so you see he's just drawn a great sword. And I said you were 40 feet away, didn't I? He's going to move as close as he can to you, which is 30 feet. Keenan, you'll be next.
Mm-hmm. Like
So
now.
you've got one that's now within 10 feet of you, and
Mhm.
then the other 2, which are still at full 40 feet.
Okay. I'm going to settle down into a combat stance and I'm gonna punch him 3 times. So my first attack, strike, it's count as magical damage. I don't know if that affects it. Is a 19 to hit?
19 does hit, yeah.
For 7 points of damage.
This was the closest one to you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. That's fine. For
I
7
sort
points.
of like strafed a bit round the side of him so that I'm not between the team and them. You know what I mean? And I will pump a... where is it on D&D Beyond? Oh, this is weird. I will pump a... Oh, there it is. A key point into that to make it a stunning strike. So can they make a con save for me? DC 16.
Ooh. Straight up 10.
10. Okay, they are stunned until the end of my next turn.
Okay, so I'm going to put initiative 17, stunned.
And then 2 more. Yeah, I can spend key points willy-nilly. 2 more punches then. So I use Flurry of Blows to do 2 more unarmed strikes. That is a 25 and a...
Yep. AC is 17, so yeah, 25 definitely hits.
Okay. For a 7 and a 7. So another 14 damage.
Further 14 damage. Cool.
So I just got this guy immediately right in the chest to wind him and then smack him about a bit.
Yeah, they knew you were there. They didn't know what to expect, but yeah, this crazy silver skinned guy just jumps out and just pow, pow, pow. Cool. So that's everything from Keenan. We will go across to Volta.
I am going to step back a little, feet in a movement, and while I am doing that, I'm going to summon Dwayne to join the party and take up my spot where I was stood before.
Cool. Rock's coming out, boys.
I'm getting my rock out. Yes.
We're gonna rock down to...
There he is on the stream. Sweet.
I love
Okay, I should probably have said let's take a break for this. I had a break for the... But never mind. We're in it now, so let's do it. Anything else from Volta, or is that it for now?
Yeah, I think ringing the rock in is probably enough for now.
Cool. Logan.
Logan's going to draw his mighty sword and swing it for
The closest
to me, 19.
19 hits.
So 10 damage. And then
10 damage. Cool.
he'll swipe a second time, 24 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's not a 20 though. For a further 12.
This guy is looking pretty ropey. And by ropey, I mean he's pretty fucked up. He turns to the captain and makes some sort of signal. And you'll have to wait and see what happens with that.
Oh. Is this the same guy I attacked?
Yeah, the one that's the first one that moved, and he's come right up to your position.
Stunned. He can't be making those signals to the captain.
Oh, terribly sorry. In that case, he does not make any signals. It looks pretty effed up though. Cool. Anything else, Logan? Sorry.
I am. We leveled up recently, so he gets a third swing.
Cool.
I was just
This will
double checking.
probably-
This is a nat 20. Sorry, that's the first one I've had in so long. 33 to hit.
I said, don't feel like you have to roll the damage because
Can I please roll?
he will be dead. He will be dead.
It's the first
But
nat
you can
20
you
I've
can
had
do
in
you
ages.
carry on then.
Yeah.
For anybody watching, we do use the high rollers crit rule, which is quite a cool little homebrew one. So you get your max damage for the dice, and then you roll Hang on, sorry, my mum has decided to call me right now.
Why was
So
that so
the
clear?
total of the two is 28 damage on his third hit.
Yes, so he's dead.
Yes, I cleave him in two. The
He's
light of
dead.
Athenia shines powerful.
I'm just like, whoa.
Hang on, I just
Side
need. I
note, I
just.
fixed my stealth and stuff.
Oh, you had advantage as well because he's stunned.
Yeah.
Oh, let's
he's
just throw that in
desolation
there.
fucked. He's desolation fucked. He is
I don't
gone.
care if I die in this session.
I
Now I've
don't
done my
know.
crit.
I don't know how to remove him from the stream, but from this order. That's fine. Cool. So after that, if there's nothing else, we're going to go around the other two, or at least the first of the two. Anything, or you're done?
I'm done. I'm just standing over his corpse, breathing heavily.
Cool.
Full of adrenaline.
That's fine. So we go to the next warrior. He's just seen what's happened, and he seems to be sort of saying something to the captain one. He's holding his ground at the moment. He's not advancing, so we're going to swap to the captain. And he, however, is going to do something. He waves his hand, and you see another one of these sort of like crewmen come out of the ship. He is going to try something. He is going to cast a spell, and that is what's the? Oh no, he's not. He can't do that one because that one requires. He can do this one though. So, I need. Oh, what was the thing for it? You need to do a strength check. Sorry, so I need you to make a strength check, please, Logan.
Oh, certainly will. I'm usually good at that.
Ability,
9!
ability.
A mighty. Ow. Ow.
99.
You're right.
I have broken
Spell.
ribs and I coughed.
Well, that doesn't make any sense because it says that and then it says something else. This is why I don't like spellcasters. I'm so confused. You make an ability check with your spellcasting ability. Yes, that's fine. Contested by the creature's strength check. So, yes, so it's spellcasting ability is intelligence. 13, 16 total. What was your strength? Sorry, Steve.
9.
He holds his hand out, a bit like Darth Vader doing some kind of like weird, like lifty shit with the Force. You are taken off of the floor, and he raises you 30 feet up into the air.
Well, shit.
And that is his turn. I need to bring back up the thingy.
Just imagine Keenan's
Lily.
point of view.
How far is this guy from me? The one that is picking up Logan?
Don't you bloody kill him. Don't you dare.
Oh, sorry, what was that, Bana?
How far is he from me, this guy that is picking up Logan?
He's 40 feet.
And what about the captain? Are they all 40 feet?
Yeah, the other two and the new one that's joined the fray are all 40 feet away.
All right, I walk 10 feet.
Mm-hmm. So you're out of the tree line and up to where Logan and Keenan are.
Yeah, and I cast my spell. This guy needs to give me a Constitution saving throw, and you see the local cloud of mites that they are in that forest actually buzzing around his head. He needs to give me a Constitution saving throw, and this is 17, please. The one
Okay.
that's casting the spell.
The one that's casting the spell. I'm just going to make sure that's not concentration. No, it's not. That's
Why am I doing it? Oh,
a Constitution saving throw on his part is a 6.
he loses it. So, So he takes 3 points of poison damage, and then he needs to move 5 feet in.
So he takes what? Sorry, what? I'm sorry, Mum was texting me. What was the damage? Sorry, he takes.
So he takes 3 points of poison damage, but
Yeah.
not only that. Oh, sorry, no. He takes more. 11 points of poison damage, and then.
Oh, hold on. Where were we? So that was you said 3. So let me tell him back. So
Sorry,
11 points of
11,
damage.
yes, total.
Right.
And then he needs to move 5 feet to the. Sorry, wrong dice.
Annoyingly, I can't even do like a counter spell on him.
So
On
he
it.
needs to move randomly, like, because he has only
5 feet in any direction.
yes on west. I rolled a 4.
Okay, so he moves 5 feet to his left.
Yes, but
Cool, that's fine.
because he's
Yeah.
he has like a cloud of mites on top of him. So I don't know. Did you say it's not a concentration?
It's not. So he's still got that spell is still in effect on Logan.
All right, and yeah, this is what I'm doing.
Cool. Is there anything else that you want to do?
I want to go back to where I came from. Can I move?
If you didn't use your full movement, then yes, you can use your movement to go back into the tree line
I
and
moved on
hide.
feet so I can have him in 30 feet distance.
Yes. Cool. I put the other crew members at the end of initiative because I didn't add them onto initiative tracker, so I just thought sort of thing go at the end. Let me see. Claxel, he's got melee gear. He can't do much. He knows better. Captain Keswick is going to step up, however. And he sort of steps around the bushes and he takes aim. He pulls this weird looking thing. You would know it to be like a pistol. It's called a phosphor pistol. And it's kind of like, it looks like a standard sort of handgun, but it's got like a weird glowing chamber. Like say it was like a 6-shooter, it's got like a weird glowing chamber, pipes leading into the barrel. So he's going to make an attack against the captain, which is 7 + 5, so 12. That doesn't hit. You still see this streak of energy go across the field, but doesn't actually hit. And I believe the Sir Dobrin Starforge, you haven't actually met him yet properly. He's also going to pull out one of these sort of blasters, and he leans in for the attack. He gets 15 to hit, but again, nothing. So you see shots fired and go everywhere. And both the Ganassi are using swords. So unfortunately, they all fail. We go back around to the top, and we have the new Githyanki warrior. I'm going to bring that one down to there, and then I'm going to put that. Cool. Right, a new one comes in. He seems to take some instruction from the other warrior, and so he holds his ground for a moment. Keenan.
Okay.
So everyone currently is 40 feet from you, just to clarify.
Oh. Oh shit. That changes things. But are they bunched up?
They're all pretty close together, yeah. Because the two warriors have the new one during the battles to sort of come in and took instruction from the other one that
Okay.
you're not to be toiled with too easily. I think there's a approach, basically.
Did the Genasi sword people, did they get in the fray? Or are they
No,
still
they've hung back.
Okay, perfect.
They seem to be sticking very close to Claxel, who's also some sort of melee fighter. It's the captain and the dwarf which have drawn ranged weapons and started firing.
Okay, cool. In that case, I'm going to use my Radiant Sunbolt ability to just try and blast one hand blast toward the magic user that's holding Logan aloft.
Cool.
I'm gonna have to walk forward towards him 10 feet for this.
So you're now 20 feet out of the tree line. That's cool.
So I blast towards him. 14 to hit.
The magic user, no, he's in heavy plate armor. It doesn't seem to do anything, I'm afraid.
Okie doke.
It's just probably, if it's a beam of energy, it just sort of streaks across the field and reflects off of his chest plate.
Okay. Where did this go? Oh, I was literally looking at it just now. So stupid. Series Unburst. I can't remember what the ability is called, but I basically Searing Arc Strike. There we go. So annoyed that my single laser missed, I push both hands forward, and this sheet of flame and it comes out in a cone towards them. I don't know how many I can hit with that cone.
How far does it go? Most cones only go up to 30, don't they? Oh no, I suppose you would be in range for that. Yeah.
It is. It's the Burning Hand spell. Go away, text box.
You've basically closed 20 feet, so yeah, you're within 20 feet.
Yeah.
I think most cones are 30 feet, so unless it says otherwise, then you can.
Burning Hands is a 15-foot cone.
5 foot short. You can always use the rest of your movement to move in a bit closer because you haven't used it all up.
I mean, yeah. So what have I moved? I've moved 10, so
You did 10 feet, so you've probably got another 20 to go yet.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll move another 5, so I'm just within range.
Yeah. Cool.
Cast the Burning Hands. Why can't I get rid of There we go.
The Burning Hands.
Oh, that's a lot. Do they make a save for this?
Most cones, unless it's got some sort of magical effect, you tend to just hit deck save. Cool.
Yeah.
So 3 deck saves on my part. That is for the first of the 2 warriors. That is a 12. That is an 11 for the second one, and then the captain is not so good. That's just a 6. So it was 11, 12, and 6. I think it was.
Yes. 11, 12. So they all fail. Actually,
Cool.
13 was the DC. So they will take 14 points of burning damage.
Nice. Let me just take off. This is so much easier on me having this combat. Now I've signed up to D&D Beyond properly. I don't even have to do maths anymore. It just does it for me.
And then I'm going to back up the 15 feet again, so I'm sort of underneath where Logan is once more.
Yeah. What's your movement? 40 feet, then I'm guessing. It's obviously
I think it's
30.
50 feet. Yeah, 50 feet.
Fine, yeah, fine. Cool. If you're done, then we'll swap over to Volta.
Okay, well, first of all, I'm going to send in my frog Dwayne to fly in towards them and get within sort of 15 feet or so, and then he's going to flap his wings back and hit them with spores. So I need them all to do a Constitution saving throw.
All of them on Constitution. Oh, they're actually not too bad at Constitution. 17, 18, 19, 20 on the first one, not nat. 8, 9, 10, 11 on the second one. That's on the Warriors. And then the captain is 16, 19.
Okay, so just one failed it then.
Yep.
And he is now poisoned.
He is poisoned. Let me make there.
And he takes 1d10 poison damage at the start of each of his turns.
1d10 start of each. Remind me of that in case I forget. He's not been yet, so it's the next one to Logan. Going to be.
Yeah, it's fine. And then I'm just gonna hit the captain in the face as many times as I can with Eldritch Blast, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be 3 Eldritch Blast rolls. Oh, that's a nat 20 for the first one. So that is 2d10. Sorry, that is a d10 plus 5. So that's 15 damage for that one. Plus, wait a second. Oh, nice, another 15 because I rolled a 10. So that is 30 damage on the first Eldritch Blast. Oh,
Yep.
Then second bolt going into his face. Oh, that's nice. That's 28 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. His AC, just so you know, is 18.
That is 6 points of damage. And then with the third one, I'm gonna roll, and that's another hit with a 24. So he can have another 15 points of damage in the face.
Cool. Significant damage. You do see that he sort of staggers back as you hit him. So with these blasts, and it does set him back a bit. But he remains resolute, and he's holding his gaze on Logan.
Yeah, and I'm going to back off another 10 feet because I've got the distance, so why not?
Yeah, yep, I guess so. I don't know what your movement is, but yeah.
My movement's 30, but the Eldritch Blast...
Okay, yeah. You did. I don't think you even moved, did you? So
no, Eldritch Blast range is 120, so I've got loads of range on the board.
That's cool. I think he needs to do something different. Cool, that's fine. So we go to Logan.
I'm going to use something new. I'm going to Eldritch Blast this dude who's
Your brain.
Whatever he did to levitate me. I'm going to attempt to Eldritch Blast him with a mighty 8.
To hit.
Yes.
Yeah, his AC is 18, mate. You ain't getting anywhere near.
Okay, let's try again.
Woof, this blast of energy, and it just goes way wide.
Second one is 16.
Still again.
13. Third one is 21. I can hit him once.
So you kind of like spray these 3 blasts out, and the first one's like way off into the jungle. The second one's ever so slightly closer, pings off their ship, and then the third one, it hits its mark
for a total of. That's not right. So it's supposed to be 1d10 plus. So 9 damage.
9 damage. That's fine. I mean,
that's better than nothing.
That's better than nothing.
This is true.
Anything else?
No.
Cool. I'm just gonna. Do you know what? I didn't actually think to check that. You actually. Becomes 0. I'll let you get away with it this time, because I didn't think to check it, but I should have done. You would have been at disadvantage on those because you are restrained, but I'll let you get away with it.
I didn't know.
No, I forgot to. Just there's so much going on.
I'm happy to try and break restraints first if wanted.
I don't think you can because you're magically restrained. I don't think it's a case of you can until the end of your turn. No, until the end of his next. He can't do nothing apart from you can make your attacks, but you will just. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it, Mario.
Don't worry about it.
The next warrior, he's going to make a rather bold. And he's actually charging towards the tree line to his right, which he makes. He's in the tree line and out of sight.
Has he come past my rock? Who was within sort of 50?
He would have gone past your rock, so you can get an opportunity of attack on him.
Thank you.
Attack of opportunity. An opportunity of attack. Attack of opportunity.
So, because he gets does he get a multi-attack on the attack of opportunity? Because rocks make multi-attacks.
I think attack of opportunity is just one single.
Okay,
attack.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine with me. I just thought I'd ask because his normal attack is a multi-attack.
Yeah, there's just a single blow.
It's always worth an ask, though, isn't it? You know.
It's always worth an ask.
Always worth an ask. So that is
Come here,
11
Shani.
plus 6. So there's a 17 to hit.
He's a warrior. Yeah, 17 just hits.
Well, just as good enough.
Just as good enough.
Plus 3.
Kitty.
3 points of damage, yeah?
No, 2d6 plus 3. Hang
Oh,
on.
sorry, 2d6 plus 3. Sorry.
I'm rolling it, and that is 14.
Nice. Yeah, you slash at his back as he runs off. He's like, ah! But he keeps going, blood sort of dripping on the floor. We go to the captain. He drops this spell. Logan, you're going to need to make 3d6 bludgeoning because you're falling 30 feet. I'll let you do that on the sidelines. This time around, obviously, Volta's been doing an awful lot.
14 bludgeoning.
To do at will. He can do one of each. Yeah, so he is going to. You see him make a gesture of his hands, and he disappears.
Oh.
And then Volta, he appears right next to you.
I'm 70 feet away. How can you do that?
70 feet. Oh, I thought you.
I was 40 feet away. I backed away. I backed away 10 feet, and then I backed away another 10 feet. So I'm 80 feet away.
Of course you did. Well, let me see how far he actually gets, or how close he gets to you. Then, sorry, you're 70 feet.
I'm paying attention to where I'm standing. You know.
No, absolutely. He disappears. He drops Logan, and he disappears. You're no longer a strain, Logan, and he appears next to Keenan instead. I should say. So he's
sorry, Keenan.
He's right next to Keenan this time. Sorry. That is that his go?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I think that's his go. That is his go. Oh no, it's a bonus action.
It's dropping
No,
spell not actually.
No, because the spell automatically ends on his turn. So that's fine. So he seems to appear next to Keenan. Claxel, how far out was Keenan now? You were 20 feet out?
No, 40, I think.
You were 40
Because
feet
the
out.
range was 30 and I went in 10.
What's his movement speed? 30. Claxel's going to break cover and he charges at your location.
Oh, sorry, the other way around. Yeah, I'm 20 feet out from the bush.
Yeah, you're 20 feet out from the cover. Yeah. So he breaks through and he charges. In that case, if you're that close, then he can make an attack. You see he like draws his fist back. This huge dragon will draw his fist back. And a bit like the guy from Big Hero 6 with the big energy weapon things on his hands, or I bet it's supposed to be like one of the guys at Halo. This big like sword thing comes out, and he plunges forward at this Githyanki, and he hits with a 19, just shy of a nat, just shy of a natural. That does 3d6 of lightning damage to this guy. So 6 points of damage, so I could have just pretty much rolled one dice and got a max. He does 6 points of this lightning damage, and as it like slashes into his armor, this whole like explosion of energy just erupts around it. He doesn't look too pleased about that, but the dragon looks very pleased with himself. The others, we're going to go back. Captain Keswick, he's going to fire his gun at the captain. Ooh, he hits big time. So that's 1d10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 points of damage on that guy, the captain. And then we're going over to Starforge, the dwarf. He's going to fire his gun. No, that doesn't do nothing. The two Ganassi, feeling brave, seeing the Dragonborn charge forward, they're both coming out. They draw these two swords. They just seem to like vibrate violently in their hands, or the blades like vibrate violently. They both make a melee attack miss and a miss, unfortunately, but they both come jumping out of the bushes. And but again, as I said, they both miss. So we go back around to the guy in the bushes.
You forgot me?
Oh, sorry, Lily. I'm sorry. Yes. Have your go.
So, please tell me who is. So, where is the captain? Is
The
he still
captain
back?
is about 20 feet from the tree line.
All right.
Getting the shit mixed out of him by the Dragonborn. Keenan's there, and the both Ganassi are there. You've got the captain, Keswick the goblin, and you've got the dwarf guy in the bushes still with you.
What
And
about?
Walter step back.
So not our captain, their captain is he by himself? Does he have any of his troops around him?
Oh no! So you've got one of the warriors is still over by the ship, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the captain right up in Keenan's face, and the other guy has gone into the trees somewhere.
So they're not all together. Okay.
No, they're not all together. They're all over the place now.
Is the captain hurt at all?
Oh, he's very hurt. He doesn't. He's holding his own quite well, but yeah, you can start to see like there's blood seeping out from underneath his armor.
All right. So suddenly he hears around his. He hears the sound of a bell that fills the atmosphere around him, and he really needs to do. He needs to do a wisdom saving throw, please. DC
Cool.
17.
DC 17 wisdom. What is +2? That is an 11. I'm checking one thing before you go through with that because. No, I don't think I can do anything about that. No, no, it's got no ability to block it or anything.
All right. So he gets 21 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Ouch.
Ouch, indeed. Yeah, that whatever this is like a streak of energy, is it?
It's Toll of the Dead, so it's
Mhm.
just he just listen to
He
the
just
sound
hears
of the
the sound.
bell and he gets the necrotic damage.
Just
Not
for
a
some
streak
reason in
of
front of
energy.
you, Keenan, you just see this guy like drop to a knee and just he coughs up blood and bile everywhere.
Bye.
Yeah.
But he's not down yet.
All right. And yeah, that's my go. I don't move where I am because this has 60 feet radius. Sorry, range. So I'll stay hidden
Okay,
there.
you're cool. This other guy, don't know where he is. Keenan.
Oh, man. So, how many are left?
You've got the captain in front of you. There's a warrior that's disappeared somewhere into the trees, and this other warrior that's closer to the ship. He hasn't moved from the last turn of his.
I think I'm gonna just try and incapacitate this guy near me, the captain.
Oh, you know what? Sorry, before you do that, I need to roll a d10 because poison damage to the guy that's closest to the ship, and that's 1 point damage. Sorry, right, carry on.
No worries. Okay. So I did some reading. Turns out I should be getting an extra attack, so I should be doing 4. That's fine.
Have you incorporated the new stuff I gave you as well?
I haven't built that into the sheet yet because it's custom, but I'll get there. Okay, so I'm going to make 2 unarmed strike as my 2 main attacks,
Cool.
which will be
AC 18.
AC 18. Okay.
Oh, do you know what? He, as a reaction, is going to use ability, and he can add 4. So you see him like draw his sword as a reaction to you. He clearly see you're a melee fighter. Draws his sword, and he adds 4 to his AC. So his AC now 2.
His AC is what did you say?
22 using this reaction to Dan's attack. For podcast,
for the whole
looking
round.
for this round, looking very bemused.
I mean, okay. Oh, sorry, ignore that. I rolled damage. The first attack misses for 17.
It would have missed anyway with his base AC.
Yeah. Second one is 24. I got him. Got him. And then I'm going to spend a key point to do flurry of blows again, so it's another 2 for one of them misses. And the other one misses. I hit 1.
So he's sort of like throwing punches and he's like blocking your fist, like you're smashing into his sword, but then one of them he just doesn't quite turn quick enough, and you maybe like catch him in the ribs or something.
Yeah, and I'm gonna chuck another stunning strike into that. So hold on, let's do damage first.
Yeah,
damage is 9.
So yeah, you smash him in the ribs and he just coughs again.
And
again, he's looking wounded, but he's still standing.
Stunning strike is a con save, DC 16.
DC 16 Constitution on him is +3. 19 +3. Sorry.
Okay. I tried.
You tried.
And I've used my bonus action. So yeah, that's me.
Cool. Volta, down to you.
So the chap who went into the trees can't see, correct?
You can't see him now.
Okay. I am 50 feet back from the tree line, if I think right. Is that right? Something like 40 feet? Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. You stepped back quite far, didn't you? 70
I
feet,
did.
you said. You were 70 feet in from the tree line, I think, was your comment.
Yeah, I think so. And then the chap who went into the trees, I'm going to circle away from that general direction a little bit, sort of sidestep to the left, or whichever direction he's not coming from. You know, I'm going to take a sort of lateral movement across away from where I think there may be a threat emerging at some point. And I am going to launch 3 Eldritch Blasts at the captain, because I think he's the only one I can see. Is that correct? Does the other bloke come away from the ship?
Yeah, you got the captain up with Keenan. There's one guy in front of the ship, and
Oh, let's just hit the bloke who's near the ship. Why not?
yeah.
3 Eldritch Blasts at him. So the first one is not good. That will be a miss. The second one is better. That is a 23.
Yep.
And that will do 10 points of damage. And the third one is a 24. And that will do 10 points of damage.
How do you finish him with this?
It's with the old 1-2, the smack across the face, and the Eldritch Blast to the gentleman's area.
Cool. Yeah. So he just grabs his crotch like "Argh!" as he keels over and dies in the most painful fashion.
And then I'm going to send my Vrock. I'm going to send Dwayne in to attack the captain from behind.
Cool.
If my Chrome hadn't just died, I would do that very one thing. Damn it. There we go, I've got the Vrock back. So the Vrock can fly in and he can go multi-attack, Beak und Talons, and he has 2 rolls. So, just bear with me 1 second. I need to get another roll. So this is for the Vrock. I shall roll. Rock and roll.
I was going to say rock and roll.
So that is a 15, which would be a miss.
It will be a miss, unfortunately.
And the second attack, wait for it. That's even worse. That's not good. That's a miss as well.
Just as a point, I was actually wrong. It was only against parry. Only works against 1 melee attack. So Dan, a couple of your hits may have penetrated, but what I'll do is, as a sorry, I'll give you an advantage on your on 2 attacks next turn against him because you should have actually. I think 2 of those. Sorry, Corbs, carry on.
I missed with the rock.
Okay.
But he's right up behind the captain now, sort of beating his wings against his ears in a loving.
Okay. Whispering sweet nothings into his ear. Logan, if there's nothing else from Volta, it'll be Logan. You are
with this
going to
guy...
be yourself on the floor because obviously you were dropped, so you'd have gone prone.
Yep, that's why I was going to ask, when this guy moved towards Walther and then changed his mind, went to Kanan, how far is he from where I am right now?
You were pretty much right there, weren't you? So he's probably going to be right up next to you, I would say.
All right. Well, in that case, I'll use my half to get up, and then I'll go for a stabby stab. Stabby stab. So 24 to hit.
Yeah, AC 18, 24 hits.
25 to hit second one.
2 hits.
And 28 to hit third one.
3 hits.
So we're going to do 66 plus 15. Yeah. So 18 plus 15, so we're on 33, and we're going to do an additional attack just because he's a fighter and I haven't used it in ages.
33.
Yeah, that hits 21. So plus 13. What did I say? 33 was it?
You said 33, so another 13 damage.
46 total. And he
That's
does
cool.
4 wild swings with the light of Athenia.
While I'm using this tracker, I don't need to keep adding things up. I can take it off.
Nice.
Yeah. I like this.
Anything that helps it, mate. Anything that works.
I know, it's brilliant. Cool. So you like hacking the shit out of him with this sword,
That's what you get for dropping me.
and and yeah, he drops to a knee, and he's like blood is coughing up blood. He is pretty fucked up. If there's nothing else from you, it will be his go.
Yes.
But what would he do? Oh, he could do that again. Pardon me. On his go, he just blinks out of existence and then reappears back over by the ship where the other guy dropped. And he seems to shout something, and he just staggers into the ship.
I presume we don't get opportunity for him doing his blinking out of.
No, nothing like that because it's a spell.
Yep.
It doesn't trigger. Lily, it'll be your go.
All right. So this guy is the caster that he left. Is the captain dead?
No, the captain's not dead. He basically he did Misty Step.
He did instant translocation.
All right. Can he give me another wisdom saving throw, please?
He did step inside the ship, so.
Oh, sorry. Was it the captain that he?
The captain used Misty Step to get away from Keenan and Logan,
yeah,
and then he used his movement to go into the ship.
Sorry, I misunderstood. All right.
No, right.
So okay, so then I take out my own iron stone and I put it on.
You don't have those anymore.
We had to get rid of them.
Remember, I said because we had to change everything, I took them away. I said with everything that happened in that episode, erase it, and then we started again.
Oh, did I get something else then?
No, you got nothing.
We got nothing.
You got nothing.
Anyway, all right then.
But Dan and Steve just twatting around for like 2 hours.
Whoa.
So, all right. So there is one warrior that we cannot see where he is in the
There's a
canopy.
warrior hiding somewhere in the trees, and then the captain is gone in the ship. The other warrior that was there has dropped to the floor dead. He was hurt significantly in the balls.
So he's dead. I don't do anything then because if I cannot see. Oh, can I do a survival check just to see if I can hear where the other guy is?
Yeah, go on then. Or perception, something like that might be perception would be more appropriate.
Yeah. 15.
Let's see how stealthy this guy is being. Stealth is a measure of dexterity, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
He has no bonus. You hear rustling in the bushes, and it's not that far away from you.
Okay then. So how is the weather there?
It's at the moment it's a bit overcast. As I say, it was cloudy when you came in, so it's a bit overcast. It is obviously a tropical rainforest environment. It could rain anytime.
Okay, so where I heard the thing, is he 5 feet away from me, or is he 5 feet away from anybody of the group, or is he a bit more?
Can't really tell because it's such dense foliage. You can't really tell, but you can hear rustling come too far. But I wouldn't say he's definitely not within 5 feet.
Right. So
you would estimate at least 15.
All right. So where I heard the, just give me a second to double check if I need to see the guy or not.
Yeah, I mean most abilities are generally line of sight who you're attacking.
All right. So I cast Call Lightning. It actually I just pick a spot where I want the cloud to appear.
You would probably need to see that spot though, I'd imagine.
So imagine that there is a cloud appearing on a top, on a spot on the sky, okay? And every
You won't be able to
creature
see because of the canopy. You won't be able to see the sky. You are in the jungle.
is
You're within the tree line.
how tall are the trees?
They're like 100, 150 feet. This is like ancient trees. They are big ass trees.
All right, that's so it doesn't matter because I
You
need
could
to
say
see.
like a point within inside the canopy.
Yes, exactly,
Yeah, it
because I
doesn't
need.
have to be so far
Yes,
up.
exactly. So I pick up a point within the canopy that I believe that he is near, and every creature within 5 feet they get hit by lightning.
Cool.
So
So he's about 15 feet away from you. What's the radius?
my radius is 100. My range is 120
No,
feet.
no,
The
the
radius
radius.
is 60-foot radius.
So that hits you as well then.
I need to be no. I don't do it close to me. I do it. I
So
pick
the
up.
central point is way away, but you want
Yes,
to make sure that he's within it.
yes,
Okay.
exactly. And
Okay.
if he's in,
You
he
can
needs.
cast it, but I'm going to say with disadvantage because, like I say, it's dense. So even like if it's a point centered at 60 feet away, that's still hard for you to see.
That's fine.
So
The,
make your attack, but like I said,
I
with
don't need to
disadvantage.
make any attack. He needs to do a dexterity saving throw. I
Okay,
don't know.
I'll give him advantage then because, like I said,
Yeah,
you
that's
can
fine.
even successfully get the spell
Yeah,
off.
it's just an area. Yeah.
Dexterity, you said, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. The best one he got was 12.
Okay. He loses it and he gets. Usually it's 3d10 lightning damage, but because the area is overcast, it gets an additional d10.
Okay.
So 4d10.
40, 10, 40, 10.
21 lightning damage on him.
21. So from out of the bushes, you just hear as he gets zapped with lightning. That's all you know. You don't know what happened to him. You don't know what his fate is. Cool. So you've got a lot of those guys out there with Keenan and with Logan. I think the others who are in the bushes with you, so that was the dwarf and the captain, they're going to turn. They're readying for anyone that might leap out of the bushes. We go over to that warrior guy. He heard the calling, but no, you know what? He's booking out of there. He's going. So you just hear rustling and running through the foliage as he flees. Stay in initiative because he's still within range of people. Keenan. You're muted.
Muted.
How many are out with me and Logan?
So you're out there with Logan, and you've got two Ganassi, and they're all looking ready for another scrap.
Oh, there's no enemies left with us.
No, the captain Misty stepped away from you and then used his movement to get in the ship. The other warrior died by being punched in the nuts, and the warrior that was in the bushes, coming for Lily, she's zapped with lightning, and he's now bucking it out of there rather noisily. If you give me a good enough perception check, you could kind of maybe guess where he is in the bushes and hurl some sort of ranged attack if you have one.
Is he going back towards the ship or running?
Well, the captain called out something, so you're guessing he's probably fleeing back to the ship himself.
Kind of want to try to disable it. Yeah, okay. Can I try get to the ship? How far? What's the distance to the ship?
They were 40 when they came out of the ship. They were 40 feet away from the. You've closed 20 feet, I believe. I'd say it's another 10 feet to the ramp, so 30 feet now from you to the ship.
Okay. Can I run up and under to the underside and just see if I can yank at some
Start
cables?
wailing on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did actually. Its AC is 17,
Oh, okay.
but it is a bag of its like hit points. So
Just
Um,
try to do something.
Yeah.
if you want to start like
the
attacking
handbrake
things
on.
which you think look like critical, a luck roll effectively. If you can hit above a 15, I'll say you can hit something critical and maybe disable the ship.
Okay.
But it's
Okay.
AC 17. You have to hit over a 17, then your luck roll to see like if you pull out something.
Okay. Okay.
But
So
bear in mind, and not to metagame, you also don't know how many people are on this fucking ship.
It
Not
is
that I
what it
don't.
is.
I mean,
I'm assuming I'm like
there.
under the ramp at this point, so I'm not.
I sort of envision you sort of like sprint and then you just like power slide underneath the fucking thing to start like.
Okay, so for attacks, I'll just arbitrarily make 2 of them be the blasts rather than physical,
Okay.
just for flavour. So that is pants. That's a 13 to hit. Oh, come on, 15 to hit. What's the AC?
17. Sorry.
Damn it. Okay, and then the blasts. That's much better. 27 to hit
Yeah.
and
So 1 hit.
19 to hit. So
So
2
2 hits. So you got 2 chances on that DC 15 luck roll.
Okie
That's what you want to call it.
D20, D20. Rolly, rolly, rolly. Boo. Got 4 and an 8.
Cool. Okay. So that's your turn, I guess. You start attacking it. I mean, I don't want to take away from it. You start attacking. You dent the metal a few times. I mean, you got that gauntlet as well, which is like the God Hammer in gauntlet form, which that really does.
Maybe
boom.
next time.
Yeah. And you do start to see like a few arcs of energy like coming out of various. Maybe a panel falls off and some wirings there.
For
But
what
if there's
it's
nothing else,
those 2 punches were 23 damage, but it's barely going to make a dent on it.
it dents a few panels. Like I say, you knock a panel off and you see like some wiring like sparking and stuff.
Cool.
Bearing in mind it got hit a few times by your ship and it didn't like do significant damage.
True. So it's
if
just
it's
punching it's not good.
Yeah, but I mean, you could have found like something.
A crit
that-
spot.
Yeah, exactly, a sweet spot. If there's nothing else, we're going to go over to Wolfer.
Okay. I guess I've run out of enemies to hit, so I'm going to move towards the others, the rest of the group, I guess.
Mhm.
And I'm going to ready the action of launching Eldritch Blast at any nasty person that comes out of the ship or the forest. I'm going to Eldritch Blast in each hand. And the Vrock is also going to stand sort of guarding Keenan's back, so to speak. And he's going to take a position to intercept the person coming out of the bushes if he's heading back to his ship.
Sounds good.
And his actions as well, with his little claws.
Okay. Logan?
Logan. There's only one left in there that's near me.
So as I said to Dan, you've got that warrior that was trying to like basically flank through the bushes and that. He's very noisily retreating the ship. He's about halfway there. But if you want to make
his range from me, roughly?
So the tree line from you, I would say, is 20 feet, 30 feet. If you want to make a and I think I said DC 15 to Dan, then you can sort of figure out where he is and maybe make a ranged attack.
Certainly.
Unless, of course, you can close the distance and do that, but you need
Well-
to make a perception check first.
My perception would be 15.
Yeah, that's enough. So you see like bushes. You don't necessarily hear it, but you see bushes like unnaturally moving as something's going
I'm
rather
gonna
hastily.
dash over to him, so I've got up to 60 feet.
Cool.
And go for the old I'm going.
His AC would be 17, and you notice when you get there, he's very charged.
I'm going to tell you now, I have a plus 13 to hit. So if I miss it, I'm just going to cry.
There's something wrong with your character sheet. There's no way.
This is the Light of Athenia that you gave me.
It doesn't have a plus 13 on it, does it?
Plus my actual dex, it does.
Yeah, I was going to say, the actual sword never had.
No, not on its own, but with my dex it does.
That would be mental.
So, but I rolled a 19, so around 32 to hit.
Yeah. Did you say 32 to hit? Yes, yeah.
So 19, 22 total. 22 total slashing.
How do you kill this guy?
What colours is blood?
That's an interesting question, actually. And I think for flavour, because they aren't, they are an alien species. I think their blood should probably be purplish.
Purplish.
Interesting.
I presume they're not fiend or undead.
Do you know what? Another good question. No, they are humanoids. They're just normal humanoids.
Fair enough. In that case, because I'm like full on running full pelt, I want to do a kind of throw myself into there and just come down with like a, but with sword pointing down, so it kind of impales them.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of impale them into the ground.
As you said, running, I had this really cool image of you, like charging and then power sliding, just holding the sword and just like slicing him in half. Yeah, I mean, you can jump
you
and...
made it sound cooler than I did, so we'll go with that.
We will, for that, drop out of initiative as we see this big blocky ship with its landing gear, gear. Obviously, Dan stood underneath it, or Keenan stood underneath it, shall I say. It starts taking off. Keenan, give me 5d6 fire damage as this thing... These boosters start blasting you in the fucking face.
Oh,
Up.
Oh
Keenan.
Ooh, that's a lot, guy.
The
That's a lot of
doorway.
ones. 17.
Cool, 17 fire damage. As these boosters start firing as it goes up, the door just retracts, and you see the ship just fucking take off and gets the fuck out of there. Given the time, I think that we've concluded the combat rather successfully. Is a good place to leave it for tonight.
Waha.
And next week, or week after, I should say, we can figure out what's going to happen. We're going to have to assess damage on the ship. Can it fly successfully to the next place? More questions to be answered. Possible exploration of this world that you are on.
Pandora.
Oh, I had this whole, if you got through all this so quickly, I had this whole other thing set up. You're fucking doing it. You are doing it.
It's happening. This is a full-on set of train tracks, and we are not derailing.
Yeah, exactly.
Just for this minute. But with that...
Well done, guys, because that was, actually, my bad. I should have brought them in a bit closer, a bit sooner. But the Kithrak, he would not have come in too close to you because he's a spellcaster. But hitting him so hard from a distance, I think absolutely the right thing to do was to misty step him in. I tell you would have been fucked up if he started hitting you with a melee attack. He's got some serious shit. So maybe they're going to come back into it later on. Quite like play as a NPC.
They were interesting because we've not come across them before. There was no, I couldn't even if we don't metagame in this group generally speaking, but I've never actually come across them, so I was just like
For me, they're so interesting to play against you because they can do so much stuff. The Warriors, not so much. The Warriors are base class in their system of the Githyanki set. But I mean, the captain was he's one of the top tier guys. And he's a bag of hit points. He's a bag of hit points. But yeah, I mean, closing the gap is bad for him. But he's got the AC to back it up and the parry. So good session. That was really a nice little dice roll for.
Yeah.
That.
Yes.
we say
Good
bye
night.
to Corbs up there, the teddy bear.
Cheers.
Cheers. A Sapitinus to start away.
Good night.
Captain Dan face up. That way.
Over here. Goodbye.
Up there we got Captain Gingerbeard. Thanks again for writing, running, putting up with the shit, and naming the captain the way you did. Fantastic job there.
Oh, that's getting
Why-
changed.
That's
Why-
not getting forgotten. Go on.
Why is there a dookie stain? Because of the captain's log.
Hey!
Oh.
Now it's gotta stay in there. It can never be changed now.
Oh, I can't believe that. That's incredible. That really is
I've been
incredible.
Gilded Branch, and we'll be back same time next time. It'll be on Facebook. It will be on the Discord
Sometime
if you're
in 2 weeks.
in there, and also if you want to catch up on anything, there is links appearing in chat for previous streams on YouTube, our channel, and on whatever podcast system you use. But the link's there for the Spotify one. Just search for Vaybaba or Easy Rolls. It'll both come up. And with that, I say bye bye.